don't really mean, people say I'm a conspiracy theorist. I really don't watch.
What you mean they say you are, motherfucker?
I am.
Sometimes you
And so
send me
I don't.
some shit and I'll be like,
So
what?
you one of the people. I remember after the video when me, you, and Marquise was talking. I was dropping bombs, and y'all was looking at y'all trying to play me. That's why I gotta say
That's why that's why we was like, shit, is the world round or flat? God damn it.
it's flat. It's flat.
The earth is flat, the planet's round.
The Earth is flat,
The
and
planet's round.
there are 9 realms to it. Maybe we'll get into that.
That's a big thing. Flat earthers, like there are people like I guess recently they found out that they found water under the earth.
Yeah.
So some people think that because things like that, a lot of past history isn't true.
I
And
mean, according to the Bible, like when I'm not a super Christian or nothing like that, but according to the Bible, when the Great Flood, God cracked open the sky. They say He cracked open the firmament, and the water came down and flooded the earth.
yes,
So,
he did.
I mean, hey, listen. And in the Bible, it says in regards to flat Earth, it said God, it mentioned the 4 corners of the earth. A sphere doesn't have corners.
Or what doesn't have corners?
A sphere, a ball don't have corners.
A spear?
Sphere, Sphere.
Yes, sir. A spear.
Yeah, no, not spear, sphere. Sphere, sphere. It's a
Okay.
shape
Yeah.
like a ball. But if the Bible would have said, around the earth, that's something else. But he said the 4 corners of the earth. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's a discussion for another time.
No, this is the perfect time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I believe in flat Earth. I believe in heart machines. I believe in fake suns. I believe in
Fake suns.
yeah.
What do you mean fake suns? Explain that. What is fake suns?
All right. So, well, I mean, it's an actual thing. China created a fake sun to replace the real sun.
Like actual heat like they did in Spider-Man? Doc Ock?
Well, I don't really know, but they sent a rocket up, and it has like it's. I think they sent a rocket up, and it has like 3 satellites. I'm not fully sure, but basically, it's like think of a strobe light,
Okay.
right? And they just reflect stuff off of it, and it creates it creates like the image of a sun. Allegedly, after the eclipse, during the eclipse they put a fake sun up there, not China but American stuff. Hey, hey, listen, I'm just a messenger, bro. I believe it's true though, because to me, the sun hasn't looked the same since the eclipse.
Actually, for
Real talk.
me, the sun started looking a little different since last year. It looks brighter and redder. But
Well, bro, listen,
I
these
believe
blood,
I don't believe
these
that there's a different sun. I believe it's the same sun.
nah. I don't believe so because there's a lot of videos out there that are looking at the sun now and they're seeing things come from the sun, like these black shadows and a lot of different things. And ever since the eclipse, there's been a lot of things happening in the sky that are very hard to explain.
I think it's just normal life because after the eclipse does affect the environment a little bit. I actually
Yeah,
was in one, and it affects the animals and affects different things in the environment when it does happen. Because
this is
even that
true.
that 1 minute of that area not getting sun, it affects it after a while. I've been through a few eclipses, and it's an amazing experience.
That last eclipse, No lie, man. As soon as the sun is blocked out, it gets cold outside.
Yeah. And the thing was, the eclipse I was in, was it 2016 or 17? I was in Oregon, and
Mm.
it was like a deserty area. So when it happened, it was like at 10 in the morning, and it was like maybe almost 90 degrees, and that
Mm.
sun got eclipsed, and it went to like 50s almost, like within split second. And you can people
Hey,
reach. Oh yeah, we wouldn't last a week or 2 weeks if the sun was to go.
we wouldn't last a whole day.
Like that,
It'd be a wreck.
like that movie Daylight or whatever it was. The what was it? The one with Ving Rhames back in the day when they
I can't.
were it was all there was no sun, and it was called something. Yeah, it was all nighttime.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, and he had this special thing he wore over his eyes or something like that. But yeah, if the sun was gone, we'll all die soon. We'll all die soon.
But that could be why they're creating fake suns, possibly too. Bro, look more into it, and then we'll talk about it. Yo, you might change your mind.
Well, if you
They
believe
got they,
in the
they sent
way
up these.
the solar
If you if,
system work, like okay, it was Spider-Man 2. Go
uh,
watch. No, it was Spider-Man 1. The one with Doc Ock.
uh,
Go watch that one where he creates a fake sun. And this was, well, we're talking maybe 20 years now since that movie's come out. And I'm sure it probably falls right in line with what you're talking about, where you can create a sun if you get the right amount of energy. And that energy, if you're able to create it, you can duplicate what the sun can do around here. You know what I'm saying?
bro,
But the
bro,
thing
movies.
is stabilizing it is the issue, to keep it stable, because it needs two forces. And eventually
Bro.
what happens is one sucks each other in the other one in.
Matter of fact, go onto the NASA website, right, and look up this thing called the Proba 3 launch. That happened the day of the eclipse, and you'll find that's exactly what happened.
So that's
They,
for
the fake sun.
okay. So they launched it the day of the eclipse.
The day of the eclipse. The same day that the eclipse happened, the same day CERN started up the Hadron Collider again, and the same day NASA sent up this thing called Proba 3. So check it. They had these things called blood moons, right?
Yep, I've heard of those.
And in the past, or harvest moons, whatever you want to call it, right? In the past, we would only get those like once every 4 years or whatever. Within the last 3 years, we've gotten it at least two times a year.
Well, is it the same blood moon, or are they always different?
It's the same blood moon. It's the blood moon.
So what do you know what caused a blood moon?
I don't, but I
Me
know
neither.
that was few. But I knew it was like in between. Like I knew that it would take a. It wasn't happening continuously. I know there was large gaps in between it happening, but now
Right,
they're more
right.
frequent.
That's crazy.
Bro, a lot of stuff. I believe in aliens or what we call aliens. They're truly they're called extra dimensional beings. So they're not necessarily from outer space. They're from a different dimension.
Well,
And you know,
as far as that, I believe there are other beings out there. So I do believe there are aliens. I do believe there exists. Um, but that's
they're
as
not
far as
aliens. They're demons, bro.
demons, not aliens, demons.
They're demons
Okay. Why you say aliens and why you say demons and not aliens?
because they're coming through a portal. And in the Bible, they talk about the bottomless pit, right?
Okay.
And the last days will be like the days of Noah. So when God Jesus cast the fallen angels, chained them into the earth, into the middle of the earth, they put them into the bottomless pit. And
Okay.
allegedly, CERN is communicating through the Hadron Collider. They're creating portals to speak to other demons. Well, speak to demons basically, right? And
All
these
right.
demons are crossing over, but they can't take over. They can't inhabit human bodies. So this is why they're creating all these AI robots, so they can inhabit
So you're saying
these
that
machines.
they can't sustain living in humans? They need a robot to sustain life.
They need something that doesn't have a soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many of them are here now?
Well, allegedly, not allegedly, according to the book, a third of the angels basically got cast out of heaven. So how we quantify that, I don't know. I'm
Well,
serious. Bro. Listen, I take this type of stuff seriously, bro. I think there are a lot of things that we don't know and things that are unlocked that are inside us that we don't understand the power we have. How
right.
can we how can you explain Bluetooth? How can you explain freaking
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi? How can you
Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi.
yeah, yeah, whatever. How can you explain that?
Well, you hit and it connects. Well, Bluetooth is kind of like sound waves.
Well, I believe that we are all batteries, for lack of a better word, and we emit certain wavelengths, and we are actually powering all this shit.
So what if I say I'm a generator and not a battery?
You are a generator.
Okay.
With the body works off of electrical impulses. I'm saying
Yeah, it does.
we are we are batteries. We are generators. We are what's powering all this shit. And we're only allegedly we only use what, a third of our brain.
I heard that's bullshit. You use a lot of it. It's just something people say to sound smart.
Mm, let's look it up. I
Allegedly.
would, I would I would hate to. I don't think so. I don't think so because if that's the case, right?
Yep.
These people are considered like Mensas or these Nobel Peace Prize winners or whatever. When they map their brain, they're using more of their brain than the average human being.
So who figures that out? Like, do they put them at like some institute where they sit them down and
Well, yeah, they put on this thing called they use this sensors, right? I think it's called the God helmet. They use something called the God helmet,
okay?
and they use different things. I don't know if it's an MRI. I
So they
think
do
it's
a
an MRI.
brain scan, pretty much.
Basically, yeah,
All
and
right.
they put them through these tests, and they monitor what parts of the brain are firing during certain tasks, right? And they realize that they're using more of their brain than the normal person. I believe that we have the capability to fly. I believe that we have the capability to speak telepathically. I believe that we have things called we can do what they call what is it called, where they could see places, remote viewing.
Like
Listen,
telekinetic.
how else can you explain a mother when their child is in danger lifting up a car?
Adrenaline.
Bro, a car is tons.
Adrenaline. I got kids. I do. It's just adrenaline.
Something superhuman kicks in, bro.
It does.
You know what else is a weird thing? We're going off a tangent,
What's
bro.
that? Don't worry
But
about it. We good. This our show. We
you,
can say whatever the hell we want.
let
Hey,
me
leave y'all
ask you this.
comments down in the put y'all if y'all got any questions, leave them down there. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Have you ever actually stared into the mirror? before
At myself?
at yourself? Like, have you
Yeah.
stared in the mirror and looked in your own eyes for a long period of
Oh yeah,
time?
it's scary as hell. I'll be honest with you.
It's scary as fuck.
It is.
It's scary as fuck.
It is.
It's even it's even scary when you're like if you have a conversation with someone, right?
Yep.
And you look dead in their eyes,
They look away.
that that shit is crazy. And if you look too long, there's something that could possibly happen.
So
You know what I mean?
you think souls could be transferred maybe? I usually look
I,
people in the eye when I'm talking to them.
yeah, but you don't hold a whole conversation with somebody looking them in their eyes.
Nah. That'll just be weird.
Yeah, but it is to have a true connection with somebody. You should do it all the time. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
maybe for your spouse, but
Regardless, if you're trying to find out information, if you're trying to build a connection, if you're trying to do business, if you're trying to do anything that is significant to your life, you got to know who you're dealing with.
of
And the
course.
only
Of course.
they say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and that's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, bro. So I say all that to say this that there. I mean, it's no mystery that there are things that we don't understand that's going on. But a lot of these things that they claim are fake or fake news or something like that, it's slowly being uncovered that it's real.
Oh yeah. Usually it's something that they put in to distract you from something else. A distraction like this whole Kendrick Lamar Drake beef was a distraction from the Diddy and all the other Epstein shit going on. And
Yeah, yeah.
what's going on in Congress? We don't even know anymore right now because we so consumed over here with all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? They
Mhm.
sent a Toronto cat down here to interfere with us while they do shit down there. And you know what I'm saying? You know how that works.
Yeah,
The
listen, man.
American way, right?
It's a sleight of hand. That's what they call it, man. You
It's
look, they
like
got you don't know what this hand doing.
it's almost like the